Alright, welcome. Welcome to the stream, everyone. And, yeah. Today, as the title already says, we are going to be, coding and programming CheepCallouts and see, how... What was I gonna say? Well, we're gonna pretty much recode all callouts and everything. And see how everything goes. So, first things first, I will change this. This should be doing great. Alright. And, alright. As you can see, I've done something. Well, this callout works with the newest version. First of all, we need to open up music back again. A music player at least. No, not Tor browser. Well, Firefox and Tor is not the same. I just wanted to start Firefox, actually. So, let's change it to starting. And see how we're doing. So, I'm just going to add the music up here. For some reason, the stream, I did try and stream for about 8 hours. Well, not 8 hours, about 3 hours. Pretty much about 3 hours. And apparently nothing really worked. I don't know if it was because of Firefox, because it takes... because of the music, because I needed music in the background, as you probably can guess. I hope it works now to use Firefox, if possible. I will always have Task Manager open, if possible, just to, see how everything is doing. Like, nothing is doing anything right now. My stream is... Alright, well, okay. Well, let's see. Alright, well... Okay, see, it seems pretty good. Music should be starting in a minute. If everything loads according to plan. Alright, it's very quiet in here. What I will do though is just turn the quality of these videos down because everything is in HD and we don't need HD for audio. Because audio, as many people probably already know, usually doesn't need video quality. So let's turn it down to 144p. And hopefully it's being saved and works in every occasion. Alright, music should be working. Let's see. Occasion. Right. Well, obviously, gonna have some chats up here. And, alright, here we are. Again, if you are following me on Twitter or on my Discord server, you probably know that I will upload CheepCallouts to GitHub, the source code of CheepCallouts to GitHub, so that's pretty much why I started the stream. We are. I will need to size up the music, make it bigger for here. There we go. And lock that in place. Alright, you see Visual. You should be able to see Visual Studio. Now we're gonna code. Alright. Here we are. This is the code for the stolen vehicle, which I pretty much just finished. I can demonstrate it. Oh, where's the car? The police car is gone. I will be releasing you. Obviously I need to change it so then you can see GTA. Stand up. Can you stand up? Stand up for me, please. And I will release you. Can you turn around? Alright. The next thing we're gonna do is you're just gonna get in your pretty much. Good luck with that. Spawn a car. Spawn and warp, please 3. I don't have any mods installed except for LSPD and Callout Manager and my Callout plugin, obviously. Yeah, we don't need radio here. I should really disable radio, so let's do that. Radio. Music. Just disable that. Here we go. Just so that we can't hear any radio. And now we'll demonstrate the stolen vehicle callout. As you can see, we apparently have a 503 in La Mesa. Let's accept that with Y, and then we see a notification pop up from CheepCallouts. A stolen vehicle, a police tattoo containing a tracker has been reported stolen. Well, then we better go catch him. Apparently it's down there, so I will try and go there as safe as possible. And here we are. Turn on our siren. Try and go code 2. I don't know how to disable the siren. And he apparently is in the Alice River. Well, that sucks. I don't think I can go in there without destroying my car. So we're probably gonna have to swim. Disgusting, but what can you do? You need to arrest your suspect. Oh, he bailed. Down on the ground. Well, down on the ground is probably not the best idea, but suspect is resisting arrest. And let's get him up as fast as possible. Can I cuff him? Before he drowns. Alright, pursuit concluded. Now if we hit the end key, we can see that we are code 4. And we're available back for calls. As you can see, that call works pretty much fine, so let's release them. So I will add some stuff in later for that. As you can see in the console, you probably won't be looking in the console if you're playing this just to have fun. But if you have it enabled, I will make something. I will kind of make yours. Oh, again the same callout. I didn't press anything at this time. Oh, I didn't want to get in. Well, I have created something that, well, I can show you. Well, what I'm gonna do is your stats can be uploaded into a database if you obviously give consent, like with a file. If you set a config to true, I should have it somewhere, HTTP request. Obviously, this is the boolean that will be requested, and then we have, oh, here you go. And then we have in this config file, so it's gonna be, I will go to ahead and do this. so that you can see the desktop. It's going to be in plugins, then LSPDFR, CheepCallouts config, and then send anonymous data. If you send this to true, data, once this callout pack is done, obviously, will be sent to a server. Obviously, you can see the source code is obviously will be up on GitHub. So if you're interested in that, you can. Oh, you shouldn't see the hash value. Now I need to delete this. Also from the database. But anyways, I will delete this from the database now. So just a few. Well, it's not really. It's just pretty much for identification of the user. So, for example, the user has this many defs in this callout and stuff like that. So, yeah. Alright, let's see, our bitrate is good, I guess. Okay, I need to delete this from the database. If I have my password ready on hand. Okay. Just one sec. I'm gonna show the pause screen here, just so you have something interesting to look at, like a moving icon. While I look up this stuff, I'm not looking anything up right now, but what I am doing is I'm checking my database and deleting this hash value. Well, you can't really do anything with it, but still I'm gonna delete it anyways. So, there we go. SQL, delete, we're 1. Alright, one data thing is, yeah, whatever. And anyways, back to Visual Studio. Another thing we need to do right now is I will open Discord, but that's not something we need to do. Something we need to do is add all the other callouts, because maybe we shouldn't do that. Well, still, I'm gonna do that. Alright, then. We need to... Here are the APIs. Here's the API stuff. Go to callouts, not properties, but callouts. And see what else we got. So, what is an interesting call? I think every of my callouts are pretty interesting, I guess. I will make this HTTP request obsolete for a sec. No, I won't. I want it. Let's make it obsolete. No, I wanted to. Let's delete this summary and make it obsolete. Mark it as obsolete. Just so that I know it's not done. You can't really do anything with this. Well, what I will do is that I will probably make something... Like, what I will do is obviously upload the death count and kill count and the amount of time it takes for people to finish this call, at which location they start, at which location the callout is located, which is predefined on some calls. But yeah. Alright. Now, what I wanted to do is look. That's okay. So, which are the most interesting calls for people? Is pretty much what I will be doing. like the calls that are finished the most. Okay. Well, what is an interesting call? I don't know. Which calls do people like the most? I guess people were really fascinated with the one that contains the 911 call. So, let's do that. Let's create a new. So this call was called domestic violence, I think. Let's open domestic violence. Alright, let's see. This code is made up of a lot of stuff. Here we have our headlines. And let's make this call out great again. Again, it's gonna be, this pack is gonna be available, the source code of this pack is gonna be available on GitHub at git.cheep-yt.com. So if you're interested, check it out. I will publish it either tomorrow or after the stream or sometime in the future. If it's not published, just comment or tweet me if you're watching this on YouTube. Right. Let's call this call underscore domestic underscore violence. Alright. Then we will need, let's move this. We're gonna copy all dependencies and paste these in here. Copy this. Domestic violence. Alright, and let's have this subscribe to or be dependent on callout or be an instance of callout, a new instance. Override before callout displayed. Override accepted. Override process. Override end. Right, so these are executed, obviously, based on their names, before the callout is displayed, or the callout when the callout is accepted. This is an infinite a loop, which is executed until the end function is called. And the end function can obviously be called at the end of a callout. So, but what I will do in... wait, I won't do that. Well, let's do that later. Well, let's do that now. Let's go ahead and go to the desktop. You won't be able to see that. What I'm doing right now is changing the config file. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Grand Theft Auto, plugins, LSPD, CheepCallouts, and configs. Then, well, this config should be created. So callouts, stolen vehicle.ini. Right, that's perfect. Nice one. Okay, well, where am I? Config. So we have multiple things to do. I have like multiple. Yeah, police car. I have in the config. I could show you, but I will show you. Here you go. We've got these things in the config. I haven't done anything with these four values. So let's do that. First of all, we have pursuit difficulty. Let's copy that. Go back to Visual Studio. Go to cfunc. Or, yeah. No, this is the wrong cfunc. Go to our call underscore stolen underscore vehicle. And go to the pursuits. Go to the pursuits. Alright. Here we have the pursuit. Create pursuit. Go to here. Settings, config, pursuit. It already requests that setting. Good to know. Good to know. I really hate it that everything is opened now. I like it when every setting is pretty much closed. This is the real. Yep, it is in the real namespace. Alright. Great pursuit. Works. Good. Good. Okay. Having a breakdown right now, apparently. Now, version checking doesn't work currently. So, auto and callout. Now we need to create a new. Let's close everything instead of this. Down. Close everything except this. And go to cfunc for our C functions. Close everything down because OCD. Let's just scroll down and go ahead and do public static pool, call it should and callout. I don't know if I've created that already. I did. Damn, I'm really... Well, let's go ahead and change that because I already have cheap callout keys dot and callout. These are... Yeah, this is executed. This is not executed anywhere. So let's go ahead and go to domestic, to stolen. And see if we should end the callout. Alright. This is not here. And should end callout. Should cfunc should end callout or should end call. And then our endable type is gonna be endable. Alright. Which is just gonna end the call when I press this button. Let's add a comment here and say end the call if necessary. If I know how to write necessary, because I don't. I really don't, but anyways, doesn't matter. I'm not good with spelling, so don't judge me. I'm just a programmer. Alright. So this should just display a help. Right. I'm thinking about the help that I have done with my other with the previous version of this callout pack. But yeah. Okay. Now, what else do we have? What else do I want to add? I want something to doing with the C manager. Now, the question is... what I might do... I don't think I can check that with the GET request though. I don't know. Okay. Well, I shouldn't be thinking about that right now. Anyways. I should probably have this function very much obfuscated and not being uploaded. Because this is very... I guess... yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, it's gonna be executed anyways. So, alright, let's add some comments, because why not? The spawn location of the suspect and the vehicle of the vehicle. Then we have our config. The config file for this specific callout. Then the car is the suspect's vehicle. The suspect's vehicle. The ped is gonna be the suspect. The suspect. And the blip is gonna be just the blip on the map. Enable type, let's do this. Use to end the call out and display help. For example, true. I should probably do this everywhere. The blip on the map and have it like a summary. Have it a summary because it's cleaner, if you can say. So let's just have a summary everywhere we need it. True if a pursuit is started. The handle of the pursuit. Alright. And everything is already commented upon. Commented upon, is that a thing? Can you say that? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Right, well, the next thing I'm gonna do is make this model name, since it's always in caps lock, lowercase. And let's add a 0. Not even. Oh, right, it's the same. And go ahead and call this cfunc.color, name of color, and then go ahead and do car.color, primary color, to report the name of the color and stuff. Obviously. Let's see, name of color. I want to see how this is. Alright, it's about what would I thought. Let's go ahead and go down all the way. Create a new function. Public static string. Call it... What's it called if you set the first letter uppercase? Let's call it first uppercase. Or make word. Because, why not? String from... You probably don't know. Sets the first letter uppercase and everything else lowercase. From is the string which should be turned. Let's just make it simple. String first is from dot to cherry red let's go ahead and do char array equals to from dot to array to char array. Then go ahead and do string first is array at the position 0 dot to string. Then go ahead and do, well, I should probably just go ahead and do this because of, you know, space. Then the next thing we need to do is obviously remove the first, which is substring, I think. From equals to from dot substring as 1. And first plus equals from. And then we can return first. Which pretty much works now. No, it doesn't. We need to set it everything lowercase first. And we need to set first to upper. And set this to lower. I could also set everything here, but I think that's the best method of doing this. Anyways. Yeah, that pretty much does it. So let's do name of color should already pretty much do the same, I think. Okay, and the model of the car is gonna be cfunc dot make word, and from this. Okay, my mouse is pretty much, the battery is empty. Should probably replace it, but doesn't matter right now. Alright, then go ahead and do this. Find, let's say locate, and arrest the suspect. Okay. C manager is not, well, this doesn't do anything, so I will remove this. Alright. Now, let's create our domestic violence call. So, before callout displayed, we obviously want to show the location. So, I do have callout position. So, first of all, let's get the config. So, callout configuration config is equal to, nothing. First of all, we need to create the config. So, config is equal to new callout configuration of this callout. So, the next thing we need to do is, let's just copy everything off here. Because I don't want to rewrite everything. So callout message and spawn point is something we obviously do need. Then show area blip before accepting. We need to make this smaller over here. So show area blip, which is going to be 15. Around 20. Or let's just do the spawn point, because why not? And yeah. Spawn point is not available, is what it says. Spawn point is not found in the current context. So config is new callout configuration. Then spawn point. Great. We need to do a callout position. Position equals to new callout position. Right. I can't do this in here, obviously. And so we need to set up the position first of all. But where is it? Well, let's see. Open this. Alright, here we have every location, which should be there. Door L, door right, caller start, caller end, ambulance, gate. What is gate? What is the difference between gate? Oh, right, I know. The gate is opened. Well, I can show you this location. Let's see. Can I open Notepad for a second? I can show you this location. This is pretty much Michael's house. It's just Michael's house. So let's go ahead and... Well, I can't teleport in there, obviously. Well, I'm gonna just copy everything and paste it into here. Just because, just to add every location. Let's create a new function, which is called public static void add callout positions. Add all positions necessary, which I can't write obviously, yet again. If my mouse would work. Alright. Where is it? Where is it? For the callout. Alright, so position is position. Why doesn't it work? Because it's not static. We no need to create it, make it static. Position dot is equal to new callout position. Why is there API? There's no need to be API over there. Alright, then we need to have this one. So it's gonna be... Oops, that was not meant... And heading... Is there a need for a heading? There is. There is not a heading in here, so let's do 0. Position.add, which is going to be identifier. We have multiple identifiers here, so let's do that. Can I just copy this? That would be interesting. Well, it's obviously not. It's gonna be add. Does it work? Position. If I would write position the correct way. Let's see. String float, 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 float. Alright, let's do it this way. And just remove everything. I should probably just go ahead and add a function instead of removing everything, because that way it would be compatible with the previous way. Let's do 0f. For everything that requires that doesn't require heading, let's just do 0f. Alright, I should probably go to color position and make it that public void add. Let's just copy public void add. Go ahead and do string identifier, then vector 3 vector. Something fell down. Let's using rage. Oh, that's small little guy. Like a small little PCB fell down. And do float heading. Then add the identifier. New location, vector, and heading. Right. That should be pretty much good. Okay. Right, now we have every position for this callout. We can close that down, and so the spawn point is going to be, let's not call it spawn point, let's call it position dot get 0 dot position. This is a location which is created by me, as you can see here. Alright. Domestic violence again. No, not this domestic violence is what I wanted to get. First of all, then we need to get the spawn, gets the callout position. No need to go around, so callout position. Again, 50F is okay because we're at Franklin's. I've got a message on Discord. Let's check that. Just a random announcement. Alright, alright. Okay. There we go. Then, first of all, we need to add the callout positions, so execute this function. Add callout positions. And then adds every callout position. Do this, I need Notepad++ here for a second. Adds every, let's say, required callout position. And, alright. We have a crime. Let's see which transmission is this. A domestic violence incident. In or on position, which is going to be callout position. Alright. Now, let's see. Do we need to have any config? Alright, we need to add a minimum distance check. That's correct. Add a minimum distance check. Alright, so add minimum distance check, about 100, and then vector of 3 is going to be callout position, yet again. Just so that the callout doesn't start and something spawns inside of the player. Alright, here we are. Let's see, do we need anything more? Show area blip. Hash map, which is something I created because I didn't know there was something called dictionary. Alright, endable type. We'll need an endable type, as always. Endable type. Endable is going to be endable.notStarted. Alright, here we are. I got a nice. Okay, plate call. Well, we need to create this question yet again. I have already created the question class. So, yeah. On item select is question.onItemSelect. Which is the only thing we're going to need. Alright, which is on callout accepted? What? Don't we need to spawn like anything? Well, let's go ahead and do new question on callout accepted and spawn everything also in this function because it's cleaner. Alright. What I can also do is go to cfunc and get the closest entity at a specific location. So public static entity get closest is going to be vector 3 position, and then go to position dot in closest or world dot closest get closest entity, which is going to be position dot add. As if that works. What we can do is request every entity. Okay, it's going to be vector 3, radius, and flags. So, vector 3 is going to be position, obviously. Then radius is going to be 1. Or let's say 5. And then get entity flags dot consider all. Let's add a get entity flags. Get entity flags, flags. Go ahead and say flags. Just so we know which entity the player actually means and return that. Gets the closest entity at a position. Alright, close that, or at least hide that, and then go to call domestic violence and on accepted. It's going to be executed on accepted. Creates a callout position object, or reserves a location for a callout position object. Anyways, I will just copy this one from here because why the hell not? Go ahead and copy this. Let's just go ahead and make it add a summary instead of just a comment. I will also do that in. Let's just copy this for the enable type. Here we are. So the next thing we are going to need to do, what I will do is create a list, or more I guess a list, which contains a couple of entities. So, let's do list or array. Let's just do array, since I think arrays are safer to use instead of lists, but whatever. Okay. The list is just going to be for the entities. So now let's ask a new question. The title is, would you like to listen to the 911? 911 call is going to be its title. The subtitle, to the 911 call, question mark. String actions is going to be new string, either yes or no. Who would have guessed? And then we need to add a on item select plus equals to this one right here. Here we are. The event executed upon the player's decision to listen or not to listen. The event executed upon answering the question. The question. Right. Well, this is actually it. So everything else will be executed here. And obviously we're going to go to here, see if paused on display is true, usually. And then alright. And then next thing. In here we pretty much play the 911 call, or won't play the 911 call. So if item dot text is equal to yes, Play the 911 call. Play the 911 call. Else, we're just going to... Well, we don't need to add an else. Double equals. So. Alright. We are going to do... Well, we are going to add a new okay, let's just go ahead and do new 911 call. Now we need to get a call, so the call we have is going to be domestic violence. I can have you guys listen to it if you want to. I will actually play it right now, so enjoy. If it opens. I will still code. So the call is going to be called... The call is going to be called.
What's your emergency?
Here it is.
Hello, I would like to order a big pepperoni with extra cheese, please.
911, what's your emergency?
I will start it again. Okay, 3, 2, 1, listen.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello, I would like to order a big pepperoni with extra cheese, please.
Excuse me, you've reached 911.
Yes, I know. Oh, and 2 cans of soda.
Ma'am, do you have an emergency?
Yes, I do.
And you can't talk about it because of someone in the room?
Yes, exactly.
Are there any weapons in the house?
Yes.
Do you also need medical attention? Is somebody hurt?
Yes. Do you know how long it will be?
I have an officer about a mile away. I'll send it right away.
Yes, please.
Can you stay on the line with me?
No, thanks. I hope we'll get here soon.
All right, the officers are coming.
So this is the first 911 call I've done. If you have had a look into the files of CheepCallouts, you might have seen that there is a second 911 call, which is the following.
911 emergency, 107, hello?
There's a woman with a gun at the gas station. I think there was a gunshot. But I drove away.
What's the address?
I don't know. It's on off the interstate. And I think I saw someone else in the store.
Can you give me an exit number?
Oh, I think it's exit.
Okay, and the store's name?
Yeah, it's...
The police are on their way. Are you in danger right now?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I don't see them. I think they're still back at the gas station.
Okay, I'd like you to stay there if you're sure you're safe. What's your name?
Sharon Conway.
Okay, Sharon, can you give me a description of the gunman? Race, height, color of hair, thin, fat?
Yeah, it was a woman. She was white, I think. I don't know how tall. I only got a glimpse and then I left. But I think there were some more people in the store, but, I'm not sure.
2 people, 3 people, more?
More, I guess. I don't know. It was fast.
Alright, that's the second 911 call. The first one, as you might have heard, was extracted from... Sorry if I'm very loud right now. Sorry to scare you. The first one was, as you probably could hear, was extracted from 911 operator. The second one has been extracted from SWAT 4, I think. Well, what the game is called, SWAT 4. Yeah. I think I chose the second one since I thought it was pretty easy to code. And don't get me wrong, it probably is. I haven't tried it, I guess. And yeah, otherwise, well, let's play the 911 call, and otherwise we'll just exit call on complete. Go ahead and also say that domestic violence has been completed. And yeah. Well, I thought it's interesting to have to actually listen to the 911 call. So that's why I did it. Yeah. I need to add a comment here, I think. Ask the question. Asks a question. Colon. Asks the player if they would like to listen to the 911 call. Obviously. And yeah. Okay, add caller position should be good. Pretty much the call has been accepted. Everything else will be created upon the call is finished or the player doesn't want to listen to the 911 call. And alright, let's do this. So, let's see what I did in the other domestic violence thing. Here we have this one. My mouse doesn't work. Alright, I will be right back, get a new battery. Or I'm at least able to pause the stream. So, I will be right back. Enjoy the music. Alright, I'm back. Thank you for your Sorry. And yeah. Alright, let's just copy this here. And pretty much display a notification. So let's say displays a notification containing more information about this call. So let's just go ahead and do notification.display dispatch notification and do 911. A 911 caller reported a domestic violence incident. Be sure to reduce to code 1 once you're near the building. Alright, domestic violence incident will be blue. Go ahead and just do this. And an ambulance is standing by. Say that's display call out notification is what I wanted. Display call out notification again is what I wanted. Alright. Okay. The next thing is probably going to be setting up the blip for the, or first of all creating the pets. Did I create the pets first? Plate call is not necessary in this regard, I don't think. Well, let's just... okay, it may be necessary. So let's do this. It might not be necessary, but I think it's the quickest option in this regard. Bool. Has call, or let's call it call played, as false. Alright. Let's not add a summary here. Just say the call has been played, so call played is true. No, not here, but down here. So that we don't have to call it twice. Alright. No need to add anything here, I don't think. Alright, the next thing we're going to be doing is checking if I could just copy it from call stolen vehicle in here. I will do that. Let's put these in here and say or call is not played. Then we can also return. Or let's not do that in here. This function, let's say if call is not played, return. Just so that we can't get any further. Checks if the call has not been played. If so, return this function. Alright, should also be good. Okay. And another thing is, well, we have to do something in here, which is pretty much our start function. So let's see, how did I do in here? We created a blip. Did I open the interior? I don't think I did. Alright, now here we work with pad lines yet again. Alright, another thing I'm going to do, I'm gonna add a warning in here. In call domestic violence, which I just attached. So, if the call has been played, we are going to do something, and if not, we're also going to do something. So, what I will do is, I should probably go ahead and do this with callout configuration since it's already created. And let's just go ahead and add a warning and say, what did I do up here? Nothing. Call out. Call has been played. And add the same thing down here, except has not been played. So this is again, if people are interested in the 911 call, I will see that like many people have played it. This doesn't do anything right now, it's just as a reminder for me to see that I've got, as you can see, I've got 8 warnings. What do I have here? Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Just for me to see that I need to add that. And as always, I need to add stolen vehicle. I don't need to add stolen vehicle, but I need to say that the callout stolen vehicle or the callout domestic violence has been started. So I will also see that there is no need for me to add something on before callout displayed because to see how many callouts are displayed, I don't think I need that. Alright, what's another thing? Well, there's nothing really, so let's just go ahead and okay. Alright, so we can do everything in here. Set up the call in here. Alright, let's do, I think it's easier to do a kind of integer, and not kind of, but to create an integer which says at which state the callout is, just for in here. So, and yeah, the integer always adds 1 if we need to, I guess, do more. Or 1.5 to create something, and then add 0.5 just to, yeah, you probably get it, but that is going to be in the call. But I will do that, so let's do create a float state is 0. For Easy. Easily. For what's it called? Let's ignore that for now. Just add a summary. But I think if you can see the code, you can get where I'm going with this. State is obviously 0 at this moment. Alright, first things first. We need to get to the house, or do we actually need to... Alright, that's the only thing. Plate call is true. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. So, first of all, let's get to the house, do everything else later. So, create a blip at the caller's not at the caller's location, but at the caller's house, or at the victim's house, or whatever. Let's just go ahead and create blip, or list of blip. Well, let's just create blip 5. Let's say we need 5 or more blips. Blips is equal to... it's just blips. The array size... Okay, cannot be initiated in the variables. Right, equals to new blip equals to new blip 5. This should work. Blip. I need to do it this way. Array for or of blips. Alright, so I'm gonna be making a small break. The music stopped. I'm gonna play it back again. I will be right back, so enjoy the music. Enjoy the next track of this music, because I don't like this jazz. I'm sorry if you do. And enjoy. I will skip this track also. This is better. Enjoy. back to Visual Studio. Alright, so where was I? We're going to create a blip at the caller's house, which is going to be a arrival location, which I call. Right. So, let's do new blip. Let's not do new blip, but blips from 0 is equal to new blip at the arrival location, which is going to be, I think it's position dot get 0 dot position. Then I think that's it. Then we just enable the route, and that's fine. All right. Well, thank you, Pinmichel, for your chat. And yeah. Okay, now we need to change the state to 1, I guess, or yeah, just 1. So then we can do a switch case, switch state case 1, which pretty much checks if we are at the position. So let's do that. Checks at which state the call out is at. Alright, if it's at 1, we obviously check if the player is near the house. So let's do that. If game.local player at character dot distance to at the house, which is going to be the blip at location 0. Blip at 0. Blip doesn't exist. Why does blip not exist? Or do we have? Oh, it's blips. Okay. If the distance is smaller than what, 10 feet, then we can say that the player has arrived. So let's do notification dot callout notification this and dispatch officers have arrived at the location. Damn, what are you doing, spamming? Purge doesn't work. We don't, I don't know, Dino? Let me have a look. You're just trying to purge everything, just spamming in my Discord? Give me a sec. Log in with Discord. Dino is already authorized, should be authorized. Commands. Purge isn't even enabled. Yeah, you can do it. You have admin. Well, sure, just spam in my Discord chat. Well, thank you for announcing my stream, I guess. Sure. You open this and open that. Alright, then let's have dispatch say something, which is going to be at... Like, I want to have dispatch said that the officers have arrived, so I have everything pre-made in this little class. As you can see, a lot pre-made, but it's not really clean, if you can say that. So play pre-made transmission. Go to definition. Alright, on scene is what I wanted to. So officers are on scene and play scanner audio, which is on scene. Alright. Let's just copy this, don't save that. Alright, then do notification dot play display callout notification, which is gonna be this and a small little callout. Officers are on scene, and this should work. I'm always saying should, as you can see. Obviously, then we want to delete our blip, so blips 0. Let's do cfunc dot delete blip and do this. Then we obviously state is plus equals 0.5, 0.5f. Alright, so this pretty much adds a half to our state. Alright, then our next scenario is 1.5f. Isn't that is possible, thank God. Case 1f. Alright, then this just creates all the stuff we need. There isn't even a need for that, but just to have it cleaner. Just to have it a bit cleaner. The player arrives at the scene. The player has arrived at the scene. Then we need to do stuff. So let's do state plus equals 0.5 again, 0.5f. And then we obviously need to do some stuff here. Like always. Why else would it be there? To not do stuff? Obviously it is here to do stuff. Domestic violence. And do... and... knock on the door. So, which is this here. Alright, under 10 feet. Alright, get closest entity at location. Right, let's do that. Position frozen as false, which is the call-out position. I think this is actually the gate. Isn't it? Or is it? Get call-out position is... call-out position. But what is call-out position? Position.arrival position. Now what is the position to which the player has to go to? Is my question. Spawn. No. It is the call-out position. It's actually, yeah. But why do we have gates? Is my question now. I'm questioning my own code, to be honest, right now. Why do we have this? My question is, what is this? Anyways, let's just do it like I did it before. So, cfunc.get closest entity, which is going to be callout position. Our flags are going to be consider all objects. Let's see, we probably do have a distance in here. We don't. And set the position frozen is position frozen is not true, aka false. Alright. And we had a comment unfreezes the gate. Alright, the next thing. Knock on the front door. So let's display a colored notification for that. And displays a notification, which is going to be knock on the front door from our notifications class. Notification dot. Alright. So I appreciate you all. Alright, upon knocking on the door. Knocked on the door. Let's call it that. And well, we're gonna spawn some stuff either in here or set. No, we're gonna spawn some stuff. So this is executed once the player has knocked on the door. Let's add a region here. Add to region. Player has to knock small region. There has to arrive at location. Entry. We always have to keep in mind that this all is executed in an endless loop. So we have to be careful with that. Alright. Right, I think it's a good idea to do it with switch case. I think it's very much. Why wasn't my mic down here? Don't ask me. Well, I think it's pretty much very simple and what's it called? What's the word? I don't know what the word is. But let's see how my stream is doing. Well, in the Spectre at least. Bitrate seems to be great. 0 FPS. Well, I doubt that it's 0 FPS, so yeah, makes it very clear what is what with this. Yeah. Especially with those region things C# makes possible. Anyways. The player has knocked on the door. What is supposed to happen? Well, let's see what we did over here. Online change. Alright, we have done the following. Let's see. I need to have someone change the dialogue. So if you're interested in changing the dialogue, like I don't think it's really like what do you call it? Realistic this way, as you can see here. So if you're interested, you can change that. Alright, then we have this pad. Obviously, the first thing we have to do is delete or dismiss, probably delete our pad. So let's create a function in cfunc, which is called delete pad. So let's do public static void delete pad, or delete entity more, if that doesn't exist already. It doesn't. entity to delete, then do this one. If to delete dot exists, to delete dot delete. Alright. Deletes an entity. Okay, here we are. Then let's go to call and delete our. Maybe we do need to delete these pet lines. Do we? Probably not. No, we don't. Delete pets 0. So cfunc.delete entity pets at index 0. Okay. So, the next thing, what did I do then? Alright, then create a CSP and need to add position color start. Position and heading. So let's do that. Let's just... Okay, is it possible to do just pads at position 1? We can also use 0 since we deleted it, probably, but let's just do it this way. Pads 1 is equal to new pad. If my Visual Studio doesn't crash. Hopefully. Oh, damn. No response. Visual Studio is not responding. Damn, that's annoying. You are right, it is 8:30. Well, Visual Studio won't respond. I need to save this somehow. I usually damn, it crashed. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, give me a second and see. Oh, Visual Studio is restarting by itself. Hopefully I will at least push it up to GitHub and... Yeah, I will at least push it up to GitHub. I will not publish GitHub at this time of day, or at this... Well, I will not make the GitHub page public, so... there is a reason behind that. First of all, it's not done. I obviously want to have a project on GitHub that is done. Let's see if you can... Let's see if Microsoft Visual Studio can recover our files. Oh, no, not again. No response. No response. Well, if not, there isn't much that is not saved. At least I think. At least I hope. Let's see. If there isn't, like, a lot to do after saving, I will just go ahead and... Let's see. It's called call underscore. It should be somewhere in here. Call domestic violence. Delete entity. I think that's all we did, and then we tried to add a pad, but we didn't. Well, the next thing now, what I will do is just go ahead and do this. Go to changes. Add a commit, edit, call domestic violence, not complete, and commit for all, then go to sync and push it. Alright, if you're still watching the stream, thank you very much for watching. Push. Okay. If you're watching this on YouTube, also thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a sub, subscribe to my other channels, obviously, if you like this content. If not, leave a comment. What do you not like? What do you like? What should I change? Tell me in the comments below. And thank you very much for staying with me, this stream, and this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.